Stack, restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes
it's almost 5:30 in the afternoon. I still don't know where I'm going to sleep. Found this place and I think this could be a good place to stay. What do you think? And I'm still struggling with sleeping outside. I will have to do something about it.
maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness.
It goes through many tunnels and one of them was 20 minutes long, even with the bike. It was pitch dark. It was a little bit scary. I've been walking for 1 or 2 kilometers because I was a bit tired already. And I hope tomorrow will be better. Journey from the Road is about sharing meaningful stories while cycling towards the east, with no specific destination and no time frame, and I will start early April this year from my hometown, which is Zaragoza in Spain. And as part of the training, I did small trip from Zaragoza to Delta del Ebro, which took me 6 days. And Delta del Ebro is where the main river that crosses Zaragoza meets the sea. So it took me 6 days to get there. I'm recording this part of the video from here, from Delta del Ebro. That means that I arrived to my first destination. But this is not over because now I have to cycle all the way back, which will be harder than coming here. I'm still planning this route. In this video I will show you everything that I lived within these 6 days. It's been very intense, like if 2 or 3 weeks of life were condensed within 6 days. You will see why. Don't miss it. Today is my first day of this 10-day trip to Delta del Ebro from Zaragoza, and I left at 9:30 a.m. in the morning. The road today was pretty flat, so I arrived early. I'm in Quinto right now. I arrived here at 2 p.m. more or less, and when I was stopping by the road to see if there was a safe place to put my tent, 2 elder women approached to me and they told me, "Where are you going with so many things on the bike?" And I just told them my story, and I asked them if there was a place where I could put my tent, and they told me they didn't know, but we could ask the mayor. So we went to the mayor's house. We knocked at his door, but he wasn't there. Then we went to his mother's house. His mother didn't know where he was. And then we found out that he was eating at a restaurant. He told me that there was a place I could safely put my tent after 7 p.m. because there was a museum near to that place. And that place is called El Piquete, and this is El Piquete. So this is the museum, which was a church before. And I should be sleeping tonight somewhere there, I think. Today is Sunday. It must be calm here. The views are pretty nice. At the end of the afternoon, I went to pick up my bike at one of the elder lady's friends, and she offered to make dinner for me. She later brought me a bag of food with a warm omelette sandwich. And when I was setting up my tent, her daughters came to me and offered a place to sleep. I could feel they were glad to lend me a hand. This is how lucky I was on the very first day of this journey, and how hospitable and welcoming were Quinto's villagers to me. You should definitely visit. today I left at 8 in the morning because I had 62 kilometers until I arrived to Alcañiz, and the road was a bit steep. It was a bit boring, I think. I had many alternatives, but I chose this road because I wanted to make sure to arrive to Alcañiz, because the road was very hilly and I didn't know how much time I was going to need. But at the end I'm going to arrive on time, maybe at 5 p.m. or something, and I'm going to stay at a warm shower host friend. So I contacted first another warm showers. He couldn't host me, so he sent me two contacts and I contacted one of them and she can host me, so I will meet her in a while. Yesterday I took the main road from Quinto to Alcañiz and it wasn't very nice. It was very hilly and the views were not nice, so I decided to switch a little bit my plans. So I'm taking Vías Verdes today, which is a cyclable route that goes through Spanish villages, and it's very nice.
Headache stack, restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need, what you need. We're broken, it's tragic, we're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it, and I know of sadness, the anxious and panic,
The thing is that it goes through many tunnels, and one of them was 20 minutes long, even with the bike. It was pitch dark, it was a little bit scary, but now I think I'm not afraid anymore of the tunnel, so something I gained. The forecast for these days is that it's going to rain a little bit. I think today and tomorrow, but after tomorrow it will be fine. And the thing is that I still don't know where I'm going to sleep. I will probably stop in a small village which is called Gretas, I don't remember. And let's see if I find some shelter or somewhere where I could put my tent safely from the rain. Let's see if I'm lucky today. It's almost 5:30 in the afternoon and I still don't know where I'm going to sleep. And also there is a big cloud coming to my direction. I'm very near from the village of Gretas, but I found this place and I think this could be a good place to stay. What do you think? See? I think I could stay here with a roof. There's nothing here and no graffitis. That means that not many people stop by, I think. But it's a bit scary. There's also an abandoned house here, but the roof is broken, so it's not safe to stay here. I think that porch could be an option. What should I do? I think if I was desperate, I would stay here. Or if it were raining a lot, I would stay here as well. But there's still sun, there's still light, and I'm very close to the village, so I will continue a little bit. Every time I want to go into a village and make a small, very small detour, I have to climb a big hill, and it's a bit tiring, but I hope it's worth it. Yesterday afternoon I arrived to Greta's and I asked some local people where I could spend the night, and they all told me that I could stay in the parking for vans. So I went there, but I didn't really like it because it was too close from the road and too exposed to cars and people passing by. So I came back to Vías Verdes and I found this place. It was an old train station and then it became an Ubers, but it was closed. I called to their telephone number, but no one picked it up. I think the number wasn't operational. At least I wanted to ask for permission to stay at their premises, because even if it's closed, I found this place and I thought it was safe to stay here between the walls and safe from the wind. There was a garden behind these houses and I could put my tent there, but I think I feel safer between walls. That's why I stay there. And this morning I'm sitting here in the sun and having breakfast. Tonight I haven't slept at all. I think even less than half an hour. I don't know, I felt safe. There was no weird noises. I think no danger at all, but I couldn't sleep. My feet were a bit cold. I think next time I have to bring warmer clothes for spending the night outside. And I'm still struggling with sleeping outside. I will have to do something about it. I still don't know what. Today is already the fourth day and it feels like I've been cycling for at least 1 week and a half. The time goes very fast and slow at the same time, and today I've been cycling for 50 something kilometers, mostly downhill, but I also visited one village, Horta de San Joan, for a proper lunch. After that it was almost downhill, but it felt like very long. It was a bit windy and I crossed many tunnels, maybe like 15 or so. And I'm almost there in my destination. I contacted a warm showers who lives in Riquete, the village of Riquete near Tortosa, and it's only 5 kilometers away. I've been walking for 1 or 2 kilometers because I was a bit tired already. And I hope tomorrow will be better. The road for tomorrow, which I'll arrive to my destination, Delta del Ebro, is 50 kilometers away and it's mostly flat, so I think I won't have any problem. But one thing I didn't plan is the way back to Zaragoza, because if the way to come here was a bit difficult, there was more elevation than I expected, the way back is even more difficult, so I will try to find some other alternative, or maybe going towards Tarragona and then go back, or towards Valencia and then go back. Even if I ride a bit more kilometers, it's okay, but I just want a flatter road if possible. Just for a few days, I need a bit of a rest. I slept here tonight. This is the garden of one of the warm shower hosts because he couldn't lodge me in his house, so he let me put my tent here. And I slept very well actually. I think it's one of the first times that I sleep outside and I sleep very well, but I was also very tired yesterday because 2 nights before I didn't sleep at all, and yesterday was the 4th day, which is the hardest day for me. And I should be arriving at the destination today, which is Delta del Ebro. I'm looking for some place to sleep, and I will planning for my way back to Zaragoza because I still don't know how I'm going to do it. The rain is going to start from tomorrow, so I will see. I will let you know. Arrived to the first destination, which is Delta del Ebro. Well, I'm not actually where the river meets the sea, but very close to it. I arrived to the sea at least. And it's getting dark already. I'm a bit tired, but I found a place where I can stay for 1 or 2 nights. So it's time to take a rest and plan the way back. On the next and 6th day, I cycled all the way to the place where the Ebro River met the sea. And that was finally my first destination, the end of the first part of the trip.